And we're back, guys. Welcome to Tennis in a Minute. I'm your host, Good Energy. Now, listen, a lot of people, they're not familiar with Beatriz Haddad. Listen, guys, she's coming off of a 51-win season. She's ranked 14th in the world. She's the current reigning Nottingham champion, the current reigning Birmingham champion. She made it to the Toronto final. We've seen her beat Zachary twice last year. We've seen her beat Simona Halep, Camilla Giorgi, Petra Kvitova, Karolina Pliskova, Iga Swiatek, Leylah Fernandez, Belinda Bencic. So when you see a match that's lopsided yesterday against Elena Rybakina, a lot of people blame it on the injury. Guys, look, she played fine against Julie Niemeyer. I mean, whatever, guys. The reality here is not not every player wins every match. I mean, the great Serena Williams lost matches too. Players lose matches. It happens, guys, okay? So it happens. What are you going to do? She got thrashed yesterday. What if any player loses 6-1, it's a thrashing. It's a beatdown, okay? Now, taking on the guys, this is not Chung-Li from Street Fighter. That's Ons Jabeur, one of the most talented players on tour, ranked number 4 on the world rankings. And yes, he's your top 3 seed here. This is a matchup here where, look, Beatriz wants the baseline. We know that. She's a crafty lefty, very powerful. And for her to have success, she needs to keep Ons Jabeur behind the baseline. It's just as simple as that. Anytime she steps up or gives Ons Jabeur a short ball, it's not going to end well. Anytime you see Ons Jabeur this close to the net, it's not going to end well. Now, listen, guys. Beatriz Haddad, she's got to keep Ons Jabeur a foot or so or more behind that baseline. Anything inside the baseline, this is not a good position for Beatriz Haddad to be returning into. Ons Jabeur is waiting for the short ball, and her range is just so amazing with these short balls. I mean, she uses primarily a Western grip, but the reality here is her grip, I think, is just, and I've said this in the past, look, a lot of tennis players, in terms of the grip they use, a lot of that is based around on the coaching they receive, how they're started, because a lot of the grip tennis players have is based on the coaches starting them out that way. Whereas traditional tennis over the years, most players just started with an Eastern grip. It was basically how tennis was taught. Now, the game has evolved a bit, and of course, back in the day, rackets were straightforward. Nowadays, with all these players having custom rackets, I mean, that's something that, to be honest with you, if they start to really regulate, I think you could find a lot going on there with these rackets. But nonetheless, I think tennis tries to make it competitive and level by having slams on different surfaces. We have hard, we have clay, we have grass, and I think that alone kind of balances what goes on behind the scenes, because there's a lot going on with these rackets. I mean, a lot of the top tier players, they have sponsors, they have custom rackets, and yes, depending on how you like your racket will defect on the type of style you can play, but nonetheless, all the balls are the same, right? Allegedly. But nonetheless, guys, Ons Jabeur in this position is not a good position because she can go either way with it. She can hit you with a slice, forehand, backhand, drop shot. She's that skilled and that good, and just the way she holds her racket is just from years of experience and shot making ability. And of course, in this particular winner here, she hits the forehand angled right cross court, and Beatriz, there's nothing Beatriz can do. I mean, she's on the opposite side of the court. That's just a winner for Ons Jabeur. Very skilled, very talented. And this is the type of match, like I said, if Beatriz is going to win, she's highly skilled and highly qualified for the job. But she's going to have to baseline and keep Ons Jabeur behind that baseline and make Ons Jabeur a little bit uncomfortable. Can Beatriz do it? I think she can, but of course, guys, I'm team Ons Jabeur. I root for Ons Jabeur no matter who she plays. Yes, those losses at the U.S. Open and Wimbledon were tough, but if you follow the channel, I did tell you that Rybakina, based on the numerology, was going to win Wimbledon. I did tell you that, right? So you got to follow the channel. And we're not going to talk about the U.S. Open. But nonetheless, guys, Beatriz Haddad, look, we're on serve in the first set. Ons flirted with a couple breakpoint opportunities. Beatriz holds on, and this is a great match, guys. Get your popcorn. Iga Swiatek is up next. Semifinals awaits in the prestigious Stuttgart Porsche Open.